Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. Some it's not, and the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it. Now, I told y'all I was going to do Mo3's manager too, to see if the numbers was adding up when it came to him. So let's do it, y'all. Let's see if the numbers add up with the Greek mythology. Okay, because he was one of the clues when I first started, water. Okay, we had Boosie, typhoons, tempests, all this stuff came up under Boosie. Okay. Trap, dark waters. So we're going to do trap. We're going to do Boosie and rainwater. Okay, y'all? So we're going to start off with rainwater, okay? Now, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Okay. Brandon Rainwater. Okay, so this is the first one that I did. I looked up Brandon Rainwater, and as you can see, this is how his name is on, documents that, the little fake beef that they wanted to put on paper to make it seem like they not cool with each other. Okay, to make this stuff look real, y'all. Okay, the fake fight. Let's keep going. So Brandon Rainwater. Okay, we got the 177, the 78, 255, and 102. Okay, y'all, that is what's coming up, and it's like 6633 up under there. Okay, so let's see what lines up with Brandon Rainwater. Okay, now off the top, number one lines up. The 177 lines up with the Prince of Darkness. Okay, y'all? That's one of my nicknames that I gave somebody, remember? The Prince of Darkness. It's amazing how stuff come full circle, ain't it, y'all? The 78, that's on there. The 255, that lines up with Brandon Rainwater. Okay, y'all? And it still has the 6633 under all of it too, okay? Let's keep going. That lines up. Look at here, look at here. Now, how can I make this smaller? How did I do this? That's not smaller. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me get my screen right. I'm gonna have to make it smaller. Okay, never mind. I can't get it. Okay, there it is. I'll make it smaller. Gotta make my screen smaller real quick, y'all. Give me a second. I don't know what happened to my screen. I don't know how I got this big. Okay, here we go. I gotta learn. I'm learning how to use all this stuff, y'all. So y'all gotta be a little bit patient with me. Okay, here we go. So, Brandon Rainwater again. And we have $10 million. Remember the check, y'all? Remember the check that the guy from the movie was putting up. It was like they was taunting all this stuff in our faces, y'all. Okay? We have the 78, the 255, and the 102. Okay? Reverse full reduction, reverse ordinal, and full reduction. Okay? All three of those is the same, but the 6633 remains the same under there. Okay, y'all? And as you can see, rainwater lines up with $10 million. Okay, and if y'all didn't forget, I believe I posted it again to let you see it again. Remember the check? That market speed was putting up $10 million, okay? When he was posting all that 1111 stuff, okay? That popped up too under Brandon Rainwater, okay? So let's keep going. So it is adding up, y'all, okay? It's adding up. Now here's another one that popped up, all right? So we have murder by the numbers that popped up when I put in Brandon Rainwater. And as you can see, instead of the 78, it has 87. So it's reverse, okay? The 255 is there and the 102 is there in reverse for reduction, okay? And remember 123 was under Melvin Noble, okay? So it's 231 on here. All right, y'all? So I just want y'all to pay attention to this. And it still has the 6633, okay? Let's keep going. Just another one, y'all, okay? That's the same thing. Same thing. The 123, but it's reversed 231. Comes under Melvin Noble. The 87, which is reversed for the Brandon Rainwater, because it's 78 on his. The 255 is the same, and the 102, and it's still 6633, y'all, okay? Just want you to pay attention to this. And I'm going to tell you what that means in a minute. Sorcerer Shang Tsung. Okay? Now let's look at this. Brotherhood of Man. Now remember when I did that story, I did a video on the truck driver. That was a friend of Traps. Okay, remember y'all? The truck driver. And he had posted on his social media platform that, he was happy to be with the Brotherhood. With Trap them, okay? Remember, y'all? My day 1s, 2s, and 3s. I know y'all remember. But look at the numbers that's lining up with Brandon Rainwater. This popped up too. Excuse me, y'all. This popped up too, okay? And as you can see, this 177 is there. This is the reverse because it's 78 on Brandon Rainwater. 255 is there, okay? And this one has 75, and the Brandon Rainwater is 102. But still the 6633 is there. Y'all. Oh, I tell you. This is a mess, y'all. So here we are, Brandon Rainwater again. Okay. Murder by the numbers. As y'all can see, it's together. So just wanted you to put them together. I don't know why I put it on there twice, but y'all know. Okay. I be busy, okay? So sometimes I do stuff twice. But as you can see, you see how it's lining up, y'all. Y'all see this for yourself. It is lining up like crazy. Did they play a part in helping take this man out? If you look at these numbers, here that one is again. If you look at these numbers, look at how close they are. And y'all, please feel free to tell me what y'all think in the comment section, okay? And remember when I told you all, I said the fight don't make any sense. The fight that, Yellow had with Rain don't make no sense. Mister, I beat him up by myself. And remember when he had that fight, they said Errol Spence was there when he had that fight with Rain. So was it staged, y'all? I told y'all. I do believe it was staged, and the fight was on Empire Street, y'all. Empire Street. What are the odds of that? Okay? And look at this picture to the right. Where Errol Spence got his arm around Rain, okay? And word on the street is they family members, okay? So why would Errol Spence be close to Rain? Family. They're family. Cousins or something like that. And why would he be so close to Yellow and not stop the little feud that they have amongst each other if there was really a feud? This goes to show you that this was all fake. Okay, y'all? I told y'all this was fake in the first place. And a lot of people say this. You can go on YouTube and you can find this. that a lot of beefs are really fake. This is how a lot of artists come up off of fake beefs. And then when the other person lets the cat out the bag, all of a sudden they disappear. Not disappear, but they get taken out. Okay? I heard this happen with, I think, the baby or Lil Baby, somebody. Him and his partner was buddies. They had a fake beef going on. The partner started telling the truth that it wasn't a real beef. And then all of a sudden somebody takes him out. They don't want the real truth to come out. A lot of stuff is fake beefs. And people be listening to this music and they be thinking that this is real, but it's not. It's stuff that they plan, y'all. Okay? Now let's get back to the sorcerer Shang Tsung. Okay? So I can tell y'all what this means. Okay? And I had to put myself out there, y'all. Okay? Remember I did this video December the 16th, I believe. 2020. I did this video right here. Mo3's death, clues and threes, I-35 location in Greek mythology. I did this video back then. And look at that shirt I have on. Tell me y'all if I wasn't picked for this, okay, y'all? More to come back. When I put in Brandon Rainwater, Sorcerer Shang Tsung come up. And I was like, why would that come up? And then I thought about it. That's a character on Mortal Kombat video game, y'all. Who snatches souls. He snatches souls, y'all. This came up under Brandon Rainwater's name. Okay, y'all? Go figure, huh? Go figure. This popped up. So I was like, yeah, he did snatch Mo3's soul, didn't he? Okay? So then I turned around. This is my second part. I put in Rain 214 water because that's what he has on his social media, right, y'all? That's what he has everywhere. Rain 214 water. So I put that in. So this is why I had to break this up in a couple of things, okay? Let me see, can I blow it up a little bit so y'all can see it a little better? Can't blow it up too much. You won't be able to see it. But as you can see, it has 1653, 141, 11653, 141, and 69. It's in Brandon Rainwater. 88, 66. Okay. And Reptilian came up, y'all. Reptilian. And it came up 116, 53, 154, and 64. So the first two numbers popped up. And Reptilian came up. So I looked up Reptilian. And it amazed me at the things that was said under Reptilian. Okay? Resembling or having the characteristics of reptiles. Okay? Then I went down. And it says bloodthirsty. It says dirty. Okay? Everybody feels like he's dirty because it's a cold-heartedness about Rainwater. He laughs at things that's not funny. He makes Mo3 look bad, believe it or not, as far as his legacy. And he laughs about it. A lot of times when Mo3 had interviews, if you saw the look on his face while he was staring at Mo3, it was a cold-heartedness about him. Okay? Dirty. This is what it says. Bloodthirsty, low vibrational beings that enjoy killing someone's family and eating them. Okay? Is that what they did? That's what he did to Mo3? Ask yourself this question. Is it? Because that's what it seems like, okay? Cold-bloodedly treacherous, a reptilian villain. And that's him all the way. He's cold-blooded, very cold-blooded. He seems sneaky. He definitely seems like a backstabber. He liked to ride the fence. He liked to pretend like he was on Mo3's side, but at the same time, he was on everybody else's side. Okay, he liked to play a lot of games. For to be a manager, he was all over the place. People that were mad at Mo3, he was making them even madder. They were already mad, and then he was jumping on their lives, picking. Very childish. Okay? So this is what it says, Reptilian. Okay? And they talk about that on YouTube, about reptilians. Okay, y'all? This is another thing that popped up under 214, Rainwater. Woman in red. Okay? 116, 53, 141, 69. Look at hers. 116, 53. Okay? The English ordinal and the full reduction still pops up under Rain 214. Okay? Now I want y'all to remember, right after Mo3 was taken out, Rainwater got a particular female. Okay? Particular female he signed. Remember? He said she was the female Mo3. He was pushing her like crazy. Okay? What did she do to gain that, y'all? Okay? I don't know. Maybe was she on the expressway? Did she play her part on the expressway? Did she go over there and get that phone from O3 off of the ground? Was she the one taking pictures so they can get close up, you know, for the watch party? Because she seemed like she was the only female that was rewarded after Mo3 was taken out. If you think about all the females that was around Rain, she was the first one that they act like did something big. Okay, she played a part to get her position. This is the way they acted. And I'll say to scream this to the top of my lungs. This woman has the same frame as Pink Pressure. Okay? Woman in red. Don't she have on red, y'all? On the expressway? This pops up when you put up Rain 214 water. Same numbers. 116.53. Okay, y'all? So I was like, that was odd that would pop up. But I'm not surprised, y'all. I'm not surprised. Now, another thing pops up is 666. I'm not surprised at this one either, y'all. Because it take the devil to do what they did to Mo3. Okay? And as you can see, the last two numbers are the same. 141, the reverse ordinal, and the reverse full reduction number. The same, 69. 666. 666, y'all. Okay? Let's keep going. When they say the numbers don't lie, they really don't. Now, this is the last part that I broke it up in. Remember when I did the Greek mythology? Okay? And I said, rainwater means water that has fallen. So something told me to put this in. Water that has fallen. And this is what we got. 194, 68, 292, and 103. And it comes up 5544. Okay? Now I want you to look at Prince Hall Freemason. That popped up when I put in water that has fallen. Prince Hall Freemason pops up. And we've been saying a lot of stuff that's been going on has to do with like Masons and Eastern Star mess, okay? And look at this 194, y'all. And look at this last number. Reverse full reduction number is 103. But the 5544 remains the same. Okay, y'all? So I just want y'all to pay attention to this. This stuff is something else, y'all. You know, people were saying that Mo3 was about to leave Empire. Now, I know somebody put out that he wasn't going to leave Empire because Empire just had bought him a house somewhere. But could that have been a lie? Okay? You know, Whack 100 put that out. So, I don't know. You know, they could be playing. There's a lot of games going on with Whack 100 and them. And Rain them and all of them. Jay Prince and them. All that whole little circle of guys are playing back and forth on the internet right now. Okay? So, this takes you back to Rain. in Mo3. Everybody said they got into it right before Mo3 came back into town. What did they get into it about, y'all? We know Mo3 was leaving Empire. He was peed off about that because Boosie and Rain wanted Mo3 to stay with Empire. Okay? People were saying that, once he left Empire, he was going to CMG. And that he was going to have different management with them. So, did Rain already know that his career was pretty much over with Mo3? He was going to have to get a new artist and start all over. He had no paperwork on Mo3. So Mo3 didn't have to give him anything after he left. Okay? So, when I put in Water That Has Fallen, plotting a comeback came up, y'all. Okay? And like I said, 194, 68, 292, and 103. Okay? Which is 5544, right? That comes up under Water That Has Fallen. So, the 68 pops up in full reduction. The 292 pops up in reverse ordinal. Same thing as plotting a comeback. Which means, if he was plotting a comeback, the only way he could plot a comeback was take Mo3 out of the scenario. Take him out. And look how he rose to the top when Mo3 was taken out. Okay, y'all? The 5544 remains the same. Okay, now I want y'all to look over to your right. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. That popped up under the same thing. Water That Has Fallen. The 68 pops up. The 292 pops up, which is the same as Water That Has Fallen. Now, instead of the 103, you see 130. Reverse reduction, full reduction. 5544 remains the same, y'all. This is crazy. Now, arranged marriage popped up. Now, we know Mo3 didn't get married, but we do know something was arranged. We do know that Rainwater and Sean G brought Keela. This is Miss Keela, remember y'all? Into Mo3 life. Keela and Sean G, they call each other play sisters and brothers. They very close. We do know that she was brought into Mo3's life and introduced to him. Okay? And the guys put on a pedestal around Mo3 so to make Mo3 feel like she was something special and that he could trust her. This is why Mo3 let her take care of his business. She put apartments in her name. She put cars in her name for Mo3. She was also the one that allegedly chose the apartment that Mo3 chose in the same building with the boxer. Okay, y'all? Remember I told y'all that he was put in that building so they could watch him? She was put on him so she could watch him. Okay? He was still hitting it, but she wasn't somebody that he could tame. Even though that, she was back at home somewhere that, pretending to be wifey, but she wasn't. But pretending to be the main squeeze, but she wasn't. He still was lying to her. He told her that he was coming into town the next day, but he had came in the day before, so he can go spend the night with the Skeet sister. Okay, y'all? So she wasn't all that if he was still running around chasing something else. Okay, y'all? But he still gave her a little bit more respect by putting stuff in her name, letting her take care of certain businesses for him, to make her think she was special. Okay? She was always calling his phone, where you at? I know you ain't just getting into it with somebody at the skating rink and all this other stuff, the bowling alley and all this stuff. Okay, y'all? And she was there to keep up with him. Okay? So arranged. She was arranged for another person. They was putting a lot of people around him, y'all, so that they could all keep up with everything that he was doing. She's also close to Rain. She's somebody that ran and tell Rain everything that Mo3 was doing. She was somebody that was getting paid to do these things, okay? So look at her numbers, okay? Now we see the 68 is reverse. It's 86, but it's still the 5, okay? 292 is there in the reverse ordinal, and the 103 is there, okay? And it's still the 5544. Okay, and I want y'all to peep the red hair, because the red hair comes up too a lot. Like 3 things I pulled up, it said red hair or red something. It kept pulling up these things. Okay, and somebody else just got taken out by somebody with red hair. Okay, it was her, you know, that had him to come over her house. The trouble guy, okay? Red hair. So I told you a couple of other artists lines up with some of Mo3 stuff. This is where I got the 217 from. Okay? So let's keep going. Now, this came up too under Water That Has Fallen. Ghostface Gangsters. Remember back here I did a video talking about, you know, Mo3's manager was in a street association? I told y'all this way back in 2020. That he was in a street association. But he liked to pretend like he ain't. And I was telling up and coming artists, don't get a manager that tied to the streets. You know, out here banging. All right, y'all? Look at the numbers for Ghostface Gangsters. The 194 is there. The 292 is there. Okay? In reverse order, no. And the 5544 remains the same. So I said, let me look up Ghostface Gangsters, okay? And when I looked up Ghostface Gangsters, it said the Ghostface Gangsters allegedly began in the Cobb County Jail in 2001 with 7 members. And automatically that made me think about Miss Dean. She said it was 7 of them. They had them surrounded. Remember, y'all? This is what she said. It was 7 of them on the expressway. They had him surrounded. He could not go anywhere. Okay? Now, another thing that popped up. John Wick Parabellum. This popped up too. Okay? Look at the numbers. Same as Water That Has Fallen. 194 popped up. The 292 in reverse ordinal popped up. And the 103 popped up. In reverse full reduction popped up. Under Water That Has Fallen. And I know y'all remember this. Look at the 5544. Remains the same. I know y'all remember this. And I know y'all done heard this before. People were saying that Mo3 got John Wicked. Remember that, y'all? It's amazing how stuff come full circle. Okay? And for y'all that haven't watched John Wick, there's a part 1, part 2, part 3 of John Wick. Part 1, they killed his dog or something like that. So they took out somebody that he loved, or something that he loved, his dog. Okay? Think about Mo3. They took out people that he loved. They took out Roy Lee. They took out Bubba. Remember? John Wick 2. They double-crossed John Wick in part 2. Same thing with Mo3. After they took out his buddies in part 1, think about Mo3. Part 2, Mo3 wanted vengeance for them taking out Bubba and them. Okay? So he started hitting back at them. Okay? So that's part 2. Now I want y'all to think about John Wick part 3. Okay? And it's amazing that they call it part 3, which is Mo3. Okay? John Wick 3, they flipped the script on John Wick. Okay? He was the hitter in part 2, just like Mo3 was, hitting at people. Okay? Yellow got hit up. Trap got hit up. Other people got hit up. But part 3, they flipped the script on John Wick. And he became the targeted one. Okay, y'all? He was the one that they put the hit on, the bounty on his head. Okay? John Wick 3. And in part 3, he had 24 hours to get away. Remember, y'all? Nowhere was safe for John Wick. Remember Mo3 on that expressway? Nowhere was safe for him to go. No matter which way he ran, there was somebody out there to take him out. It was more than one carload of people with toys in the car to make sure that Mo3 did not get away, y'all. It's amazing how this pops up under water that has fallen. A lot of people was coming to me when I started doing the Greek mythology and was like, you need to learn your history. The Greek did this and they took this from us and it da 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 da. That wasn't what it was about. I was just lining up some of the stuff I knew with some of the stuff that happened. And it lined up perfectly, y'all. It says the legendary hitman John Wick finds himself stripped of his organization's protective services. Remember I kept telling y'all, he had a false sense of security. He thought Sean G was his security. He thought he'd been paying him all this time to be his security. But when he needed him, he wasn't there. But he was on that expressway. Okay? He was the first one arrested after Mo3 was taken out. Okay, y'all? First one arrested. Just like Young Dolph, his brother was the first one arrested. He's supposed to be his security. Okay, y'all? I want y'all to think about this. He found himself stripped of his organization's protective services. So Mo3 was on that expressway and he found himself stripped of having a security guard because that guy was nowhere to be found. But he was on the expressway. But he wasn't there to protect him. Okay? Now stuck with a $14 million bounty on his head, Wick must fight his way through the streets of New York as he becomes the target of the world's most ruthless killers. Mo3 was the target of the most ruthless killers too on that expressway. Trap made sure of it. He even had people coming in from out of town on that expressway. People was telling me, this guy that I just brought up in another video, he live in California. He live in Vegas now. Ain't that where Yellow Beezy been running after Mo3 passed away? Yellow Beezy was going back and forth to California, right, y'all? And then Yellow Beezy went to Las Vegas for a little while, right, y'all? Some more people went to Vegas too, y'all. The same people that was on the expressway. Went to the same place. Mo3 manager got into it with one of the people on the expressway. Remember, y'all? The fake beef, y'all. Kenny Baby Boy, Las Vegas Airport. If y'all don't remember. Kenny Baby Boy was on that expressway. Rain Man was on that expressway, allegedly. All these people was running to Vegas. Beto went to Vegas in California. Rain was going back and forth to California too. At the same time, Beto was there. Go figure. Do it seem like they all played a part now, y'all? Remember that video I did? I said Rainwater went on vacation at the same time Beto and them went on vacation to California. Remember, y'all? Ask yourself why. And now this other guy pops up on the scene that they're saying, allegedly, that the Ski Sisters pointing the finger to. saying that he was out there too, the big yellow guy. Okay, y'all? He's from California, right, y'all? Okay, let's keep going. Every time something happens now, they brings up Mo3 was John Wick. Okay? Don't it sound like he was John Wick, y'all? He was made the target of the city. Everybody was on the expressway. J Casino, all these people was on CJ Casino, whatever his name. He was on the expressway. Kenny Baby Boy was on the expressway. Trap was on the expressway. Why was all these rappers on the expressway, y'all? And why was all these killers was on the expressway? Robert Gomez, they say, was out there. Okay? The bishop's son. He was out there. All these people was out there, y'all. All these hitters was out there, y'all. People got record deals afterward. Hot Boy West, they say he was out there. He was supposed to be at home. Okay? On house arrest or something. They say he was out there. Right after Mo3 was taken out, he gets a record deal with Gucci Mane. Is this the same Gucci Mane that pretended like he was friends with Young Dolph, y'all? And now Gucci Mane and them call themselves making up with CMG now? Same thing, right, y'all? I hope y'all paying attention. Here goes some more numbers that adds up with water that has fallen. That's what rainwater is, right, y'all? Season of sacrifice. That popped up too, y'all. The 292 reverse ordinal and the reverse full reduction 103 popped up too. And as you can see, the 5544 still keeps popping up, y'all. No one else popped up. All at the center of it all. It makes sense that at the center of it all would pop up under rain has fallen, y'all. 3 of the numbers popped up with it. 194, 292, and 103 popped up with it. It makes sense, y'all. At the center of it all. His manager was at the center of it all. It makes sense. That's the only way they could get to him. This is why everywhere Mo3 turned, he wanted to be. If he went anywhere, he wanted to be with him or on the phone with him, being nosy to see who he was around. He wanted to get to know anybody that Mo3 knew. Remember I told y'all, you have to have some stuff to yourself. You cannot bring all your friends around all your friends, your circle. You have associates, you have your friends. You keep them separated. So when you have a bad apple, they don't infiltrate your circle. This is how they took down Mo3. Through his manager, his partner, the one who was at the center of it all. Okay, y'all? This is how they took him down, y'all. This is the only way. This mug shot that they got right here, I got a feeling that you're going to see it again. I really do. I have a feeling you're going to see it again. Anyway, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you so much for watching. Peace.